I'm James Spann. This is the morning Weather Extreme video for Wednesday, 30th day of June, last day of the month, getting set to cruise in July. Meteorological summer, 1/3 of the way over. And got dry air just north of us. And Alex, now a hurricane approaching the Mexican coast. Let's take a look at some of the Skycam shots early this morning. First off, from Birmingham, looking south from the top of the Daniel building. At that very site this morning, we had last night, we had a little over 1 inch of rain, 1.02, big downpour developed over downtown Birmingham. And River Chase had almost 1.5 inches of rain. From Montevallo on the campus of the University of Montevallo, the sky there mostly cloudy. And also in Shelby County, that's the Inverness Skycam, where they had almost 1 inch of rain. I think the total there was 98/100ths of an inch late yesterday and last night. Well, Alex is the big feature there in the water vapor satellite shot approaching the Mexican coast. And again, you can see how there is drier air just north of us and a nice trough over eastern Canada. And that's the big question for us. Will the dry air make it as far south as Interstate 20? Pretty hard to do this time of the year. It's going to be close. Up on the watch warning map, hurricane warnings in effect for the Texas coast from Baffin Bay south. Flash flood watches for a pretty good chunk of South Texas and some coastal flood watches on farther north. Severe weather outlook today, a slight risk over parts of Montana and North Dakota. Yeah, it's summertime. Tomorrow, slight risk basically for the same area. And there could be a few isolated rotating cells in the spiral bands around Alex tomorrow down in South Texas. And on day 3, same thing, slight risk up north. Look at the QPF chart. The Gulf is unsettled. Alex could produce a foot of rain. Bullseye just south of Brownsville, Texas, and all of the Texas coastal plain could be pretty wet. And again, you can see the pretty much the position of that stall front over central Alabama. South of that front, very, very deep tropical moisture and scattered to numerous showers and storms are likely. This, by the way, is valid through Sunday evening, so through the weekend, the 4th of July weekend. Pretty unsettled for the Alabama Gulf Coast, the Florida Panhandle. If you're headed down there for the 4th, there will be scattered to numerous showers and storms really each day through Sunday. Doesn't mean it's going to rain all day, of course, each day, but no doubt you'll have to dodge raindrops at times. In fact, this is showing 8 inches of rain just south of Orange Beach there. Look at Alex. The system looks pretty good. Maximum sustained winds are 80 miles per hour this morning. And it is moving to the west-northwest at 7. There's a track from the Hurricane Center. It's been adjusted south, which is good news for Texas. But understand the biggest impact will be flooding from this heavy rain, and that will certainly impact South Texas over the next 48 hours, no doubt about that. For our friends in Brownsville, McAllen, down there in the lower valley, they could pick up well over 8 inches of rain from this. Here's the tropical storm force wind speed probabilities, and there's a good chance they'll see gusts up to 50, 60 miles per hour in Brownsville, Harlingen, McAllen with this thing tonight and tomorrow. We'll check the GFS. This is valid at 1 o'clock today. High amplitude pattern where the westerlies are in place up north, and down below that there's Alex down to the south. And picking out that front's kind of hard to do. Kind of like breaking up is hard to do in the words of Neil Sedaka. This is suggesting the Tennessee Valley will be dry. And quite frankly, they were dry yesterday with the front really down this way. Let's look at the surface analysis, and we'll just pick it out ourselves. Look at Nashville. They got a dew point of 64. Decatur's got a dew point of 73. So it's clearly that boundary is still somewhere lurking near or just north of the Alabama-Tennessee border. The dew point at Chattanooga is 66, so it's probably about 30 miles inland across the Tennessee border up there. So again, for us, we'll maintain the chance of scattered showers and storms today, maybe numerous at times. Tomorrow, the trough is over the East Coast, heat bubble over Missouri and Iowa, and down below, the deeper moisture is really south of Montgomery, but we're going to mention a small chance of a shower south of Birmingham. The deeper moisture, the better chance of rain south of US 80 tomorrow. Now, Friday, the GFS wants to jog that moisture back northward again a little bit. For now, we have not mentioned a chance of rain. And look, come on now. This is, early July here. This is July 2nd. And it's hard to get dry air in here. We know that. So we'll probably insert an outside chance of a shower for the Birmingham Metro, Tuscaloosa, Anniston. But again, clearly the deeper moisture is down south. And there's some evidence of lower pressures down there. A little chunk of Alex maybe. And I don't know. The water's warm. We'll have to watch for some kind of homebrew development down there in the Gulf, right below the coast. But again, it just looks wet. And then Saturday, same deal. The northern half of the state looks pretty dry, deeper moisture near the coast. Sunday, same thing. And Monday. So for the northern half of Alabama, after today, the weather looks relatively dry. Could there be a shower 1 or 2 days? Yeah, but I don't think we'll see that many. And Tuesday of next week, the westerlies are positioned way up north, and it's the same thing. Much of the state in dry air. We note that surface low developing off in the Atlantic. And Wednesday of next week, that thing moves north up toward North Carolina. And again, you have to watch for this backyard development this time of the year. But the same story. You can see North Alabama looks pretty dry. Into the forecast, July 15th, 594 heat all across the Southeast U.S., with the moisture a little down to the south of here. And come on, it's supposed to be hot this time of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. If you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.